What up, everybody? It's your boy Kakash13542, aka Fish93, aka YG Piranha. It's your boy Marlon here for yet another review. I know it's been a few weeks since I've done the review thing, but I had to rest up and heal from the eye injury, and now I'm back doing the thing. But there's been a lot of things that I've been able to watch since then, and we can talk about those things. And so we're gonna get started with Doctor Stone season 3 coming out. That was a real treat for me because I kind of put Doctor Stone as I just put it back in the aether space of like I don't know when season 3 is coming out. I didn't hear anything about season 3, and all of a sudden, boom, Doctor Stone season 3. And it's great. It's an absolute treat. Once again, I do got to give a disclaimer. Spoilers to all of my reviews. So if you haven't seen any of this stuff and you do watch my reviews, just know that's what it'll be containing when it comes to my information because I might spill something just while we're reviewing and I just don't want anybody to get upset. So we'll continue though anyway. So with Doctor Stone season 3, it's very nice because you got the steam engine going nice and strong with the vehicle and everything. The vehicle is now upgraded and now you got aerial traversal, and now we're about to get to water traversal. Like they're expanding the world itself. Like that's why season 3 is called New World. Like the whole fight with Tsukasa, I think that was his name. The Tarzan guy, the whole fight with him has been resolved. Like he's been put to rest. They'll revive him when they need to revive him, but at this moment in time, he's been put to rest. That conflict has been resolved, and they're moving on. At the end of the newest episode of season 3 of Doctor Stone New World, um, there's been a new enemy that's finally contacted Senku. Maybe he's been trying to contact Senku for a long time, but now Senku has made contact, at least has confirmed contact with some kind of new entity, which now makes for new conflict and for new characters and for new things to be resolved. So I'm excited to where this episode this season is gonna go, especially because I wasn't expecting them just to expand the world that they do, and the way that they do the science and everything is awesome. To where they can just that now they have photography, and then like they said GPS, and by GPS they just meant like long distance communication and super long distance, just being able to communicate and translate messages and stuff like that. Now that they have a hot air balloon, they can fly around and take aerial images and see the world for what it's changed for the last 3,700 years. That was one thing that Senku didn't take into consideration is that Japan's landscape has changed. It's not going to look the same. So it's very exciting. I recommend, if you haven't seen Doctor Stone, I recommend. It's a science nerd's dream. At the same time, it's a solid anime because there are certain elements that happen in this anime that just remind me why I love it as an anime. On top of it being a super science nerd's dream. If you have an engineer's brain of some kind, I definitely recommend this show. All right, speaking of season 3 of another show, we're going to talk about Demon Slayer season 3. And that season has been wild so far. It's been absolutely beautiful. I'm really glad that they're kind of just steamrolling into the upper rank demons and now just showing up. But like you still don't know what they're capable of. Like with this newest episode, you got the really timid old man demon who's just like who's scared and crying all the time, and all of a sudden he splits into 4 different demons, and you're just like, oh, okay, this guy's actually like something to be reckoned with. And we knew that because he has an upper rank eyeball, but we didn't know what or why he's capable. You got the other upper rank demon who's made out of the jar, and he's over there doing his own things. You got 2 demons. They always come in pairs for whatever reason. They can never go by themselves. Um, but you got 2 demons that are running around destructing the Swordsmith Village. So it's very rough right now. I'm excited to see how the female, I can't think of the female Hashira's name right now, and I'm not gonna Google it, and that's okay. But I can't wait till she comes back and kicks ass. I'm excited that you got the younger Hashira already there, but because he's young and naive, you're gonna see how Tanjiro and him are gonna grow as characters. I'm glad that they have a young Hashira like that to influence Tanjiro, but also so, Tanjiro can influence him just because they happen to be of the same pure age. Um, I'm excited to see what happens with Nezuko. Like Nezuko immediately went to like super ultimate transformation with the horn and everything, and it was just like, okay, Cool. So now that she can just do that, where else is she gonna take that? How is she gonna, how is she gonna protect Genya? How is she gonna do all of that? And Genya's having an ordeal right now. That's cool that they have that double-barreled shotgun pistol thing. So it's cool that the technology is increasing to fight demons. So we might see, we'll definitely not might, we're definitely going to see more refined versions of that later. If not this season, definitely next season. So super excited about that. Next show, again, season 3. We got Mando. Mando season 3 finale. Like the two part. It really wasn't a 2-part finale, but it kind of was. Um, like you had the finale, and then you had the part before that where all of the Beskar troopers showed up, and you weren't really expecting that, but it was a really really cool debut. And even though they're fighting Mandos, like they can still put up a good fight against Mandos. But then the season finale came around, and it's like they're fighting Mandos, like they're fighting a race of basically space marines. Like these guys fight. That this is what they do. This is what they do. They hone their weapons and they fight combat every single day, forever. This is the way. Like they carry themselves a certain way and walk themselves a certain path. Like so, and I really really enjoy how you can actually see the strength of that path in season 3, especially with Grogu now becoming an apprentice and not just a youngling. Like he's now a reason why, like way back in the day, the Jedi and the Mandalorians used to be allies. Like this is a perfect bridge of like that allied relationship being shown. The dark saber being destroyed, that's fine. Moff Gideon being destroyed. The reason I say that is because I feel like one of the clones may have survived the water purge. Like we know that the main body in the super cool, awesome cat ear black Beskar trooper armor. That shit was dope, by the way. That's why I nerded out for a second. But we know that the Moff Gideon and the black Beskar troop armor is burned to a crisp. But there's no guarantee that none of the clones did or did not make it, in his laboratory. So um, we'll see what they do with season 4. I know season 4 is confirmed. I know that it's supposed to be a movie of some kind. It's supposed to incorporate Grogu and Jin Djarin, Jin Grogu now, excuse me. Again, spoilers, so apologize, but he's now called Jin Grogu. So you got Jin Grogu and Jin Djarin, and fucking we'll see how the movie incorporates those two. We'll see what happens with Ahsoka. We'll see how all that gets incorporated. So, but yeah, the season 3 finale was great. I was really really upset when my boy Pav died in the episode before, but he died like a G, and that's Jon Favreau's character. So Jon Favreau's character likes to go out with a bang. Makes sense. Kind of like what Quentin Tarantino does in a lot of his movies. He likes to go out with a really, really cool fashion. So, again, I apologize. I keep backtracking, but season 3, Mando, choice. Last but not least, we're going to talk about season 4 of AOT. At least this current portion of season 4 of AOT. That hour-long special that was about, sinners and the rumbling was awesome. Not gonna lie, it really solidified like why Aaron, once again, is the main character. But it really solidified like the direction of like of why he went the way that he went. Like this is a character that was just built on hatred. He had hatred for Titans that ended up having hatred for humanity because of his hatred for Titans, and his hatred for Titans was so skewed. Like it was just so fundamentally flawed that he had the hatred to begin with. Also with the fact that we already had this character die in episode 6, and then when he died in the beginning of season 4 when his head got cut off and rolled across the whole and flew across the whole battlefield in slow motion. It's like we're so desensitized about the main character being killed. Like but it's because they desensitized us with season 1 episode 6. So it's just very interesting how everything's gonna resolve and play out. Like they want to stop Eren, they do, but at the same time, they don't want to stop Eren because that requires killing him, and they don't want to have to do that, but he's really taking it to no other choice with him choosing to just wipe out as much as he's wiping out, and the sins that he has to deal with. That it is what it is, but he's still, bad guy at this point. So it's really interesting because it's called Attack on Titan, and he's now the Titan that they're attacking. So yeah, it is really sad that Hanj died. It was really, really cool that we got to see her finally fight, and she kicked ass, and there was a reason why she was part of the elite squad and blah blah blah. But she passed on that shit to Armin. And fucking was like, I'm going down in a blaze of glory. Literally went down in a blaze of glory. It was really sad. It was really touching. It was really awesome. I really, really enjoyed it. I'm really, really, really happy and upset about Levi being like, I have two fingers. I can fight. And it's like, no, motherfucker, you cannot. I don't care if you're my favorite character and you're supposed to be the strongest one there. You have two fingers, and he's gonna pull off some badass shit. Like, if they do kill him off, I'm okay with that because it's all one thing that one of my buddies told me about ever since Naruto and ever since like that hit a long time ago. It's all about generations. So that's usually a big theme in really, really good current anime is hitting generations. And like, them passing the torch of the scout commander to Armin. These guys were cadets 3 seasons ago. These guys had their homes destroyed and whatever happened to them at the beginning of season one became cadets, and now they're now the leaders of their own squad. Like they are now the adults of the show. Like so, their growth and transgression has been so deep and so huge that it's really really interesting to see if they're gonna kill off Levi and everybody of that generation. They're also killing off everybody that's really not a part of their squad. Like Flock got. I feel like the bearded woman is gonna. I can't think of her name right now. She's gonna get got. Onyon Capone, the guy with the black guy with the craziest last name ever, like Onyu Capone. That's a crazy last name. Um, I don't think they're gonna kill him. I feel like he's their ally. He's working with them. So, but they're at this point to where it's like they admit to being like, yeah, I killed comrades, allies, and enemies to like do this. Like that is like we can't be forgiven, but we can move forward and we can build off of what it is. Like, and if you can't forgive us, that's fine. But like their remorse for killing people that's necessarily needs to be killed and is unfortunately not a part of their regime. You know what I mean? Like it's definitely an interesting turn, but I'm interested to see how they resolve it with Eren because I know that they don't want to kill him, but we'll see what happens. We'll see if Mikasa pulls out the scarf again. They asked her, "Do you have the scarf?" And she's like, "Yeah, I still have it." And it's like, okay, they haven't talked about it for a while, so it's like I wonder if she's gonna put it on again and she's gonna be like, "I no longer smell him." You know what I mean? Because that was the whole reason that she always wore it was she always smelled her boy, but she may not longer smell him anymore. That's why she doesn't wear it. I don't know. It'll be very interesting to see how. Like I said, it always he's still the main character for a reason. So everything needs to resolve and revolve around him for that resolution. And I am popping out these ideas and stuff, but because I am super curious to see how it happens. So again, season 4 AOT, season 4 part 1. I don't really know what to call it at this point. It's great, it's ridiculous, I love it, and the animation is of course gorgeous. So if you liked any of those titles, definitely watch them. If you haven't watched them, that definitely watch them. And if you are watching them, definitely write comments like let me know what you guys' thoughts are about what's going on in Doctor Stone, Demon Slayer. Like let me know what you think is gonna happen in the next season of Mandalorian. So and what's currently going on with AOT. So absolutely, just leave comments and let me know. Like, subscribe. Talk to you boys later.